Now on CoastTV News.
It's a drier and colder start to Valentine's Day. We're looking at lots of sunshine today with chilly and breezy conditions. Rain returns this weekend with a yellow alert for Sunday. I'll have the details coming up.
Being the champions, a look at the scene in Philadelphia as the city is just hours away from throwing its Super Bowl parade. And putting an end to high electric bills, the new campaign led by Maryland and Delaware lawmakers to solve the Delmarva Power electric bill problem. In Milford, a massive development is set to break ground soon. We'll tell you when construction is set to begin on this major corporate center.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. Matt Pensick has the day off. Thank you for joining us for our 6 o'clock hour on this Friday. This Friday, that is also a Valentine's Day, and First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is going to tell us our forecast if you're going out to dinner tonight, what to expect, what to wear. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Elisa. Good morning, Delmarva. It is Valentine's Day, and the weather is cooperating with us and looking good for Valentine's Day. And this evening, if you're headed out to dinner, you're going to want to bundle up. We're looking at a cold day and a cold start. 29 in Redden, 30 out the door in Delmar, 33 in Ocean City, 32 in Bethany Beach. And with that, there is a little bit of wind, not too bad, but we're seeing those winds gusting up to about 15 miles per hour at times. So pick out your town, and we're looking at temperatures feeling like 20s and low 30s right now. We're looking at clear skies, dry roads, maybe a couple of slick spots. We melted a lot of snow yesterday. We had that rain, but now we're clear as high pressure is building in, and we've got a northwesterly wind and a beautiful day. Lots of sunshine, but just cold. 7 a.m., we're still around that freezing mark, and it's a slow rise in temperatures by 10, still just a little bit above freezing. By 1 o'clock, only 37 Millsboro, Seaford, and Delmar, 36 in Bethany Beach. And then for this evening, if you're headed out to dinner, we're looking at those chilly conditions. You want to bundle up. Drivecast looking good, and a green light for a change. Dry and cold for the morning commute, and the green light as well for the afternoon and evening commute, sunny and cold.
Thank you, Bob. New this morning and happening today, the Philadelphia Eagles will celebrate their Super Bowl win. As you can see, preparations have been underway for the past week to bring the birds through the city of brotherly love. And people right now are camping outside to get the best seats for that parade. And that parade will start at 10 a.m. on Broad Street and will travel all the way to the final stop at the Art Museum. And also new this morning, Delta is announcing lane closures related to the ongoing Millsboro Bypass project. The agency says starting on Monday, February 17th, there will be nighttime lane closures on Route 113 near Oak Avenue. And the closures will take place between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. for the installation of underground pipes. And those closures are expected to finish on February 28th. And another pushback against wind farms on the coast, the Caesar Rodney Institute, a conservative think tank in Delaware, is sounding the alarm about potential harm to North Atlantic right whales. The National Marine Fisheries Service allows for a certain amount of mammals to be injured or killed while a project like U.S. wind turbines are being built. And the Caesar Rodney Institute is urging the federal government to revoke the letters authorizing the accidental killings of mammals, saying they don't meet federal laws that protect animals.
We're looking at individual whales having multiple potential conflicts with the construction process, and then continuing on to operations where the noise from the turbines may or may not be an issue.
The Institute is hoping for a thorough review of the wind turbine process following President Trump's recent executive order pausing offshore wind leasing. U.S. Wind did not respond to attempts for a comment. And the Maryland Freedom Caucus has a new campaign, Lower Energy Bills Now. This is targeting soaring Delmarva Power electric bills, and the caucus believes green energy mandates are partly the reason for these rate hikes. U.S. Congressman Andy Harris says he hopes Governor Wes Moore takes immediate action to lower rising costs. And happening today, now the Delaware General Assembly is also getting involved. This morning, the Senate Environment, Energy, and Transportation Committee is holding a hearing about the concern. The Public Service Commission and the Office of Public Advocate will also be at that hearing, and public comments will be allowed either in person or online. And Delmarva Power says the spike is linked to an unusually cold winter. In Milford, officials are trying to get ahead of the energy rate debate right now. There is information on the city website to explain why people's bills might be higher. Officials say on average people used 12% more electric compared to last January. And that's because it's been 9 degrees colder on average this January compared to last year. Milford has an Efficiency Smart program which provides rebates and an electric usage monitor to try and help you control those costs. And Milford City Council approved a plan to build a new office warehouse complex called the Milford Corporate Center. This new complex will be right off of the Milford-Harrington Highway. It will include new offices for companies that need lots of space, a new water tower, and if approved, new signs on that road. One person we spoke with in Milford says he supports this new center coming to the area because of the potential job opportunities.
I feel like the corporate center, as long as it's bringing more jobs in, there's really no negatives there. And the roads, it's a lot of accidents, drunk kids and stuff, people speeding. It can't hurt.
While the groundbreaking is scheduled for early March, it could be closer to October when construction on that project officially begins. And Thursday, we reported that Lewis is looking at their budget for fiscal year 2026. Right now, it would total more than $16 million. One area getting a chunk of that is the police department. At a council meeting Thursday, officials discussed increasing police spending by almost $700,000. Right now, the starting salary for a police officer in Lewis is $75,000. That's a little more than neighboring communities like Milford's $62,000 and Rehoboth's $63,000. Some people in the city think a budget increase is a good thing.
I think the police department needs as much funds as they can to be able to support their ability to be able to keep the city, to keep everybody safe, their community safe.
The police chief says Thursday's meeting was just the first of many at looking at these funding increases, and no decisions have been made yet. And also at that meeting in Lewis, officials discussed the city's budget, including a new resiliency fund. The fund aims to raise $5 million over the next 5 to 7 years with annual contributions of around $600,000 from locals, visitors, and transfer taxes. This is now going to bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, how should coastal towns cover costs while making budget? And so far, about 65% say cut other costs, 19% say higher taxes, 13% say no increase, and 3% say state funding. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or on our mobile app. And new this morning, Milton is preparing for its upcoming election. The League of Women Voters of Delaware says they will hold a candidate forum for locals. The organization says locals should submit their questions in advance, and you can do so online. According to the town, on March 1st, locals will vote for a new mayor, 2 council members. And 2 former Bethany Beach police officers are pleading guilty after accusations of lying about overtime claims. According to police, the overtime claims submitted by the town's former police chief, Michael Redman, and Captain Darren Cathell are worth tens of thousands of dollars. Sentencing is set for August 12th, and both face a maximum of 20 years in prison. We are now taking a live look at the White House, and today Vice President Vance and Secretary of State Rubio meet with Ukrainian President Zelensky. It's the first in-person meeting in the Trump administration's push to end Russia's war on Ukraine, while at the same time the threat of a trade battle is brewing with its partners. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the administration plans to tackle both of these issues.
Okay, well, welcome everybody.
This morning, Vice President J.D. Vance meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the Munich Security Conference. It comes just as the Trump administration is stepping into negotiations to end Russia's war on Ukraine. President Trump spoke this week with Russian leader Vladimir Putin, later pressed on whether he trusts him.
I believe that he would like to see something happen. I trust him on this subject.
In a sharp turn from the Biden administration's efforts to isolate Putin, President Trump said he thinks Russia should rejoin the G7 group of nations.
It's not a question of liking Russia or not liking Russia. All you talk about is Russia, and they should be sitting at the table.
Russia was kicked out in 2014 after annexing Crimea from Ukraine. Now, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth saying Ukraine likely won't get that land back.
Not a concession to Vladimir Putin. It's a recognition of the hard power realities on the ground.
President Trump also suggesting Ukraine won't get NATO membership without naming anything Russia would have to give up.
Maybe Russia will give up a lot. Maybe they won't.
President Zelensky asserting Ukraine won't accept any agreement without its input, while on the streets of Kyiv, worried Ukrainians under attack for nearly 3 years say they feel betrayed. Others holding out hope. The Trump administration navigating the response from world leaders while at the same time targeting trading partners with reciprocal tariffs on imported goods to match the levies other nations put on U.S. imports. Another shift as President Trump remakes U.S. foreign policy. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today. Coming up, decision on dock. We'll tell you what officials in Rehoboth Beach say is the next step to make a decision on what to do with Grove Canal Dock. And sugary drink suspension, Maryland plans to add a tax to sugary drinks in the state, and we'll tell you where that money will go. But first, spending on your special someone. Will tell you how much experts predict people will dish out to celebrate all the loved ones in their lives. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
It's the President's Day sale too big for just one store. February 13th through the 21st at Donaway Furniture in Ocean City, Bethany Resort Furnishings in Bethany, and the new Home Living by Donaway in West OC. Save store-wide on in-stock and custom items. Get 10% off any purchase, 15% off purchases of $19.99 or more, and 20% off $49.99 or more. And as always, veterans and active duty military, law enforcement, and first responders get an additional 5% off. See you there.
When winter comes around, prepare yourself by stocking up at Johnson Seed and Feed. We carry wood pellets to keep you warm and cozy for those frosty nights, shovels and pet-safe salts to better equip you from the harsh snow. Let us help you find the right bird seeds, feeders, and baths to take care of your feathered friends this winter. Got pets? Don't forget that we carry dog and cat food from local to top brands. Come and stock up on your essentials at Johnson Seed and Feed.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
It is exactly 6:13 on this Valentine's Day morning. Starting to see some daylight on the FH Fur camera in Cambridge right now. 34 degrees there. It's cold. We're at freezing or below in a lot of places. 31 Georgetown, Delmar 30 and 32 in Bethany Beach. There is a bit of a northwesterly breeze, and that's gusting up to about 15 at the coast. So that's knocking those feels-like temperatures down to about 25 in Georgetown, 27 in Milton, 32 in Bethany Beach. So make sure you bundle up. And if you're headed out to your favorite coffee shop this morning, I know Matt Pensick always says, I always grab the extra large. You have to go XL today on the coffee. It's cold and maybe a little blooper cream. 39. We're looking to mix the sun and clouds of Valentine's Day. Pretty cold out there.
Drivers in Milton be aware of the closure from Monday, February 24th to Monday, March 3rd. Front Street between Federal Street and Cave Neck will be closed. That's the area you see right here. Delnet says crews are planning to repair a wastewater main line. And lawmakers on Capitol Hill have introduced a bill they say will financially protect poultry farmers against the bird flu outbreak. Currently, when a case of bird flu is detected, the USDA bans all farms within 6 miles from placing new flocks until that virus is contained. But only farms with the virus get money, and lawmakers are proposing to expand payments to all affected farms in those areas. And if you want to hear some live music this summer, listen up because tickets for the 2025 season of Freeman Arts Pavilion go on sale today at 10 a.m. Concerts planned so far include Andy Grammer, Sam Hunt, and Brothers Osborne, but be sure to only buy tickets from their website. Anything else is a scam. And Google Play is bringing back TikTok. The company said it restored the platform to the U.S. App Store on Thursday. That's after President Trump signed an executive action to delay a ban on the app and promises to save it. Apple also restored TikTok to its App Store Thursday evening. And people are expected to shell out some big bucks this Valentine's Day. According to the National Retail Federation, shoppers plan to spend an average of nearly $189 on the holiday. In total, consumers are expected to spend a record $27.5 billion on this year's Valentine's Day. And this survey suggests the spending bump could be due to more people planning to celebrate the holiday. And still ahead, sugary drink suspension will tell you how much more you could be spending on that bottle of soda in Maryland.
Clear and cold start to our Friday, 33 on our tunnel and razor cam. Starting to see a little daylight in Lewis. A dry and colder start to this Valentine's Day, and a cold and sunny Friday is expected. More rain into the weekend. A yellow alert for Sunday. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We are Delmarva proud.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. IG Burton Chevrolet of Berlin. Trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. Together, let's drive new 2024 Silverados up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get 0.9% financing on select new 2024 EV models. Visit us today. And remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
The time is now 6:18 and we are taking a live look outside at Laurel. Bob, the good news is if you're going out tonight for Valentine's Day, you're not going to have to deal with snow or with rain. It's always good when you're dressed up.
That is always a plus for sure, Elisa. We get a break today, and what a beautiful sunrise there on your Valentine's Day. We are looking at cold conditions, and I'm sure some of you gifting some chocolates to your significant other. 39 degrees today, and then heading out this evening, temperatures falling through the 30s, but it will be dry. You want to bundle up, though, heading out to Valentine's Day dinner. Right now, 32 in Seaford, 30 in Delmar, much colder than it has been, 29 in Ocean Pines, Bethany Beach at 32. We have a northwesterly breeze right now, at times gusting 10 to 15 miles per hour, so it's knocking that feels-like temperature down to 26 in Salisbury, 32 in Bethany Beach, 25 in Georgetown, and 29 in Redden. So bundle up for sure. As we're looking at clear skies, it's nice. We get a break from that stormy weather for one day. That's good. We're looking at clear skies across Delmarva. A little bit of snow across Pennsylvania and into upstate New York coming off of the Great Lakes there. But we're looking at a northwesterly flow today with sunshine, clear skies. But then we're watching our next system now taking shape across the desert southwest. That system will be bringing us rain later Saturday and into Sunday. Here's Futurecast this morning. It's cold out the door. Temperatures in the lower 30s. At least it's clear. And we are looking at those breezy conditions this morning. So temperatures in the low 30s. 30s, feeling like 20s at times with the wind. And then around the noon hour, mid to upper 30s and only around 38 for a high in Georgetown today, and Delmar 39 in Berlin. And then heading out to dinner, maybe that romantic dinner this evening, looking at temperatures falling through the 30s to around freezing. So make sure you're bundled up for that. Clouds increasing through the overnight hours and then thickening clouds tomorrow morning with temperatures rising from the 30s to around 40 degrees. Then I think we'll start to see rain building in the afternoon hours. Sometime after 2 o'clock with temperatures in the 40s, that is warm enough for just liquid precipitation. That rain gets steady to maybe heavy into the evening hours as temperatures are in the low 40s. So no worries with frozen precipitation, but some of that rain will get heavy at times as we go into Sunday, and it gets really mild. We're starting out Sunday morning in the mid 40s, and then we're into the 60s in the afternoon with a strong southerly flow and maybe even some rumbles of thunder with the rain in the afternoon hours. And then we'll start to see things dry out and get much colder as we go into next week. And we could be looking at maybe another snowstorm depending on the track of low pressure as we head into Thursday. As far as our rain this time around, 1.5 inches to maybe up to 2 inches of rain as we go into Sunday, and very strong southwest winds will boost those temperatures, winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour, even higher as we go into Sunday afternoon. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. It is a dry and sunny Valentine's Day, and then rain on Saturday afternoon and evening, 45. Yellow alert for heavy rain on Sunday, 63, and wind too. And then winter cold settles in next week. Highs in the 30s, lows in the teens and 20s, and that threat for snow comes in on Thursday with a high of 33.
Thank you, Bob. In a few months, that glass of soda at dinner might cost you a little more. A proposed bill in Maryland would instill a tax on sugary drinks. Distributors would be charged 2 cents per ounce, so a 12-ounce bottle of soda would warrant a 24-cent tax. Restaurants here on Delmarva believe this extra tax will have a trickle-down effect.
That's a 16-ounce cup, so now I got to go 32 cents higher. I'm in a $4.50 soda. That's just not even extra money in my pocket. That's just break even.
The money would go towards school lunches, scholarship programs, and the state's general fund. And after the break on CoastTV News today, decision on dock will tell you why some Rehoboth Beach locals have mixed opinions about the future of the Grove Canal dock.
Forget the last-minute gas station flowers. We have some way better Valentine's plans for you, so stay tuned for cool things to do.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
It had been an ongoing issue with the ductboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Braden successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond Services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe. I'm so much healthier.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
The Grove Park Canal has been a hot topic in Rehoboth Beach this year, and the city says there's structural damage and that dock just doesn't get used that often. From a shifting foundation to concerns about cracks, those are just 2 of the problems the city of Rehoboth has asked Beacon Engineering and Stable Ground Institute to look into after a meeting last month. People who CoastTV spoke with have mixed opinions about the dock.
I think maybe the reason that it's not getting the use that they hope it would get is because it needs some repair, and maybe that's deterring people from going there and actually utilizing the space.
I don't think we need it. We shouldn't mess with the riverbank. So I trust what the experts are saying.
And the next step for officials is finding out how much it would cost to fix it or to tear it down. And the Grove Park dock actually was a project that was 10 years in the making. The project was first brought up all the way back in 2009 and broke ground in April of 2020. It was completed the following year, and according to the city, the original goal of the dock was to increase tourism and get more people active and involved. All right, Bob, so we saw that weather on Sunday is going to be 63 degrees, but that does not mean it's good beach weather because it's going to rain. So.
Yeah, that's right. There's a little addition to that 63. It's going to be rainy and windy on Sunday, really messy and stormy. Not so today. Assateague and Chincoteague starting out just above freezing. Lots of sunshine today, but cold. Temperatures only topping out into the upper 30s. Waves around 2 to 4 feet. In Fenwick Island, you're in the upper 30s, maybe touching 40 early this afternoon. In Ocean City, lots of sunshine for you. Temperatures in the upper 30s. On the bay side, we've got changes the next 3 days. Sunshine in Cambridge today, 39, then 45. Rain developing later Saturday. Windy, mild, rainy on Sunday, 63, and similar conditions for Crisfield Saturday and Sunday. Maybe a high around 60 for you, but very stormy as we go into the weekend, and then maybe even a snowstorm again as we go into the end of next week. I'll have much more on this active weather pattern coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Bob. And if you're still looking for something special to do this weekend, maybe you said you had a big Valentine's Day plan, but really you don't. It's okay because it's not too late, and Christina DeVerpertis has your cool things to do.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Love is in the air today, but if you have kids, a romantic night out might be kind of tricky, and that's where the Brandywine Valley SPCA comes in. They're hosting a Valentine's Parents Night Out where your kids, ages 5 to 12, can have a fun night at the shelter while you enjoy date night. There's movies, a pizza party, and the best part, cuddles with adoptable animals. If you're looking for a sweet treat, Saturday from 10 to 3, Cape Henlopen High School hosts a hot chocolate festival. If you're looking for a classic date night, the Jersey Boys are taking the stage at the Milton Theater all month. There are shows on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, whatever works with your schedule. Sunday, Rail House in Dover is hosting a Galentine's Day cocktail class. You can shake up signature drinks, enjoy some tasty treats, plus a DJ dance party. If you're not feeling the love this year, the Big Chill Surf Cantina in Dewey Beach is hosting a Love Stinks Let's Drink party Saturday night. You can celebrate being single or maybe find someone new, enjoy live music, and a silent disco. If you're more into boats than boxes of chocolate, the Seaside Boat Show returns to Ocean City all weekend long. There's going to be over 140 exhibitors and 50 boat dealers. For some more details, just head to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
No other artist has been able to have this kind of effect.
Her impact is so much more than just being an artist who puts out music.
It's welcoming, unifying community.
The Swift Effect, Episode 4, A Legacy in the Making. Saturday at noon on CoastTV. Sponsored locally on CoastTV by Pohanka Kia, delivering dreams to driveways.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Oh, porches.
Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I
so
would
they're
say.
made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And
go.
they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out?
And
And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Friday at 7 on Coast TV.
Everything has led to this.
The Jeopardy Tournament of Champions.
Who will claim the prize? $250,000.
Anything can happen in a game of Jeopardy.
Friday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Now on Coast TV News.
It's a drier and colder start to our Valentine's Day. We're looking at lots of sunshine today with chilly and breezy conditions. Rain returns this weekend with a yellow alert for Sunday. I'll have the details coming up.
Celebrating the Philadelphia Eagles, we look at the preparations underway in the city of brotherly love for the Super Bowl. And efforts in Maryland and Delaware to put an end to high electric bills. We'll tell you about the new campaign being led by state officials. And a new corporate center is coming to Milford. We'll tell you about the project and when it is expected to break ground.
This is Coast TV News Today.
Good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. Matt Pensick has the day off and it is now 6:31 on this Friday morning. It is Valentine's Day. And Bob, do you have any special Valentine's Day plans with your wife this evening or this weekend?
I do this weekend, Elisa, and I do want to extend a happy Valentine's Day to my forever Valentine, my beautiful wife, Susan. And we are going to have plans as we go into tomorrow evening, but it looks like rain at that time. So this evening is a better one if you want dry conditions for sure. It's a cold start to our Friday, 32 in Bethany Beach, 30 in Delmar, 31 in Georgetown, and 32 in Milton. We're looking at a northwesterly breeze. It's picking up, gusting to 10 in Millsboro, 13 in the Indian River Inlet. So feels like temperatures into the mid to upper 20s, even some low 30s. So make sure you bundle up out the door. We are looking at clear skies, so we get a nice break from the stormy weather today with high pressure and lots of sunshine and a northwest breeze. Here's Futurecast this morning, right around freezing, and then it's a slow climb through the 30s this morning. Breezy, too, making it feel much colder. And we're only seeing highs in the upper 30s for this afternoon, maybe a few places touching 40, that's possible. And then temperatures falling to the 30s if you're headed out for a romantic meal this evening. Bus stop forecast, finally dry for the kiddos at the bus stop. 30, dry and cold, lots of sunshine heading home, but still pretty cold and 39 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. And new this morning and happening today, the Philadelphia Eagles will celebrate their Super Bowl win. As you can see right here, preparations have been underway all week to bring the birds through the city of brotherly love. And people right now are camping outside to get the perfect spot to see that parade. And the Eagles beat the Chiefs 40-22, marking a second franchise win. Also new this morning, Delta is announcing lane closures related to the ongoing Millsboro Bypass project. The agency says starting Monday, February 17th, there will be nighttime lane closures on Route 113 near Oak Avenue, and the closures will take place between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. for the installation of underground pipes. That closure is expected to finish on February 28th. And the Maryland Freedom Caucus has a new campaign called Lower Energy Bills Now. This is targeting soaring Delmarva Power electric bills, and the caucus believes green energy mandates are a part of the reason for these hikes. U.S. Congress Andy Harris says he hopes Governor Wes Moore takes immediate action to lower rising costs. And happening today, now the Delaware General Assembly is also getting involved. This morning, the Senate Environment, Energy, and Transportation Committee is holding a hearing about the concern. The Public Service Commission and the Office of Public Advocate will also be at the hearing, and public comments will be allowed either in person or online. And Delmarva Power says that spike is linked to an unusually cold winter. And Milford officials are trying to get ahead of the energy rate debate. Right now, there's information on the city's website to explain why people's bills might have been higher. Officials say on average, people used 12% more electric compared to last January. And that is because it's been 9 degrees colder on average this January compared to last year. And Milford has an Efficiency Smart program, which provides rebates and electric usage monitor to help you try and control costs. And new this morning, Milton is preparing for its upcoming election. The League of Women Voters in Delaware says they will be holding a candidate forum for locals, and the organization says locals should submit their questions in advance and can be done online. According to the town, March 1st, locals will vote for a new mayor and 2 new members of the town council. And a massive corporate complex in Milford is set to break ground soon, and these plans have been in the works for a while now, but things are really about to get going on the project. CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us how this complex will be an industrial park for businesses.
A big chunk of open land in Milford is going to look a little different pretty soon. What you can see on your screen now is a plot of land in Milford known as the Fry Farm. The Milford City Council has just recently approved plans for a new industrial park called the Milford Corporate Center to be built right there. It's off of Route 14 and 15 and the Milford-Harrington Highway. The city is also working with DelDOT to improve road features at that location. Jacob Madison Milford told Coast TV he supports both this new complex and the improvements to the highway.
As long as it's bringing more jobs in, there's really no negatives there. In the roads, it's a lot of accidents, drunk kids and stuff, people speeding. It can't hurt.
Included in this corporate center will be warehouses, more buildings for office space, and even a new water tower that will help with sewage in the city.
If you're thinking there's a lot of land behind me right here, then you'd be right. But there are 27 parcels that are coming to this spot, which means 27 businesses or companies can find their place at home right over here.
Tyrone Higgins of Milford agrees this new park can create more job opportunities, but told Coast TV that obtaining one of these jobs depends on the job seeker's effort.
Yeah, it would benefit more for the homeless if they would go out and look for a job and try to maintain to keep a job.
The groundbreaking event for this new corporate center is set for March 4th. For Coast TV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
2 former Bethany Beach police officers are pleading guilty after accusations of lying about overtime claims. According to police, the overtime claims submitted by the town's former police chief, Michael Redman, and Captain Darren Cathell are worth tens of thousands of dollars. Sentencing is set for August 12th, and both face a maximum of 20 years in prison. And we are now taking a live look at the White House, and President Trump says he may meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in person, possibly in Saudi Arabia. This comes as Vice President J.D. Vance is meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the Munich Security Conference. The Trump administration is stepping into negotiations to end Russia's war on Ukraine. It's a sharp turn from the Biden administration's efforts to isolate Putin. President Trump says he thinks Russia should rejoin the G7 group of nations.
Not a question of liking Russia or not liking Russia. All you talk about is Russia, and they should be sitting at the table.
Russia was kicked out in 2014 after annexing Crimea from Ukraine, and now Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says Ukraine likely won't get that land back. We have still more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today. Coming up, impending ice rink shutdown. We'll tell you about the efforts currently underway to try and save a community ice rink at the Delaware State Park. And the Padua Pandas are on top of one of the top teams in Delaware girls basketball this season, and we'll show you if they can keep their winning streak alive. And Making Milford Better will tell you what information the city wants to learn from locals with a new survey. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
When choosing a granite countertop, choose one for real life and beauty. No matter what life throws at them, they'll look beautiful forever. Ancient Art Stone invites you to discover the affordability of granite and upgrade your home to the beautiful works of art from Ancient Art Stone. Centrally located in Milford, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva to make your dreams a reality. Visit us and allow our devoted professionals to craft, fabricate, and install a superior finished product that will transform your home into a work of art.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead and Dallas Federico. For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead and Dallas Federico.
6:40 on this cold and clear Friday morning. Sun's up in about 12 minutes. We'll see a lot of it today. Tunnel and Razor Cam 33 in Lewis right now, and we're looking at temperatures below freezing in a lot of places. Around 30 in Delmar, 32 in Redden and Milton, and Bethany Beach at 32. Northwest winds are picking up at times, gusting up to about 15 miles per hour, especially along the coast. So it's feeling like 25 in Georgetown, Salisbury 26 in Ocean City. So make sure you bundle up, dress for winter this morning. Definitely need the hats, scarves, gloves. Don't need the umbrella or snow shovel for a couple of days. Then a winter coat is necessary. Make sure you have a warm beverage, and you'll need the sunglasses too. Congratulations to Brian Porter from Millsboro. He is a new owner of an umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
The endangered right whale has once again been seen off the coast of Ocean City, which means boaters are asked to slow down. The slow zone will be in effect until February 20th, and on top of this zone, 9 additional slow zones are also in effect. Boaters are reminded to go 10 knots or less and avoid certain areas where right whales have been spotted. And Milford has launched the National Community Survey. It randomly selects households will receive a survey invitation via mail. And if you receive one, follow the instructions and share your input. The city wants all the feedback they can get to make important plans for the future. And if you weren't selected, don't feel left out. There will be a community-wide survey soon open to everyone. And today is Valentine's Day, and you have the opportunity to give the ultimate gift, saving a life. The Blood Bank of Delmarva is holding a blood drive at Camp Rehoboth. It will go from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And next week, Ocean View will hold its own blood drive, according to the town. On Tuesday, February 18th, the Blood Bank of Delmarva will be available to those looking to donate. The event will run from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Community Center on West Avenue, and the organization is reminding donors to schedule an appointment and make sure to eat a good breakfast.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
We're in the final weeks of the high school basketball regular season, and with potential state champs all over the place, we head up north for girls basketball action. We were all the way up in New Castle County, where the Padua Pandas took on the Hillers from Tower Hill. Starting the first, Hillers basketball, but it's swiped away by Abigail Grillo. She goes coast to coast all the way down the floor, gives it up to Abigail Hayes, who banks in the triple. Padua on the board first. Later on in the frame, Padua offense again. That shot rims out. Tower Hill had the rebound, but Liliana McMarco puts it in for 2. Other side of the floor, Hannah Graveline gets the easy land, finally getting the Hillers on the board. Then Grillo with the ball, drives it in, can't finish, but there's DeMarco with another scoop and score. Jelana Guadiso puts this one up for 3, can't hit. Grillo on the glass with a nice move behind the back, count it, and a foul. And then a bad pass is a turnover initially. Tower Hill can't keep it for long. It's stolen back. Hayes puts it in for 2. Padua dominates and goes on to win it 66-35. to get to win number 15 on the season. It's the 5th win in a row for the Pandas. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
Coming up tonight on DSN, Easy Axe semifinals today as Delmarva Christian hosts Gunston School at 3:30 in girls basketball. Then at 5:30, Salisbury Christian travels to Delmarva Christian to face off in boys basketball. And then it's the final score at 10:30. And for your DSN exclusives, along with those games we just mentioned, at 4:30, Salisbury School will face Worcester Prep in boys basketball. And Stephen Decatur will take on Queen Anne's in boys basketball at 6 p.m.
Seeing some ripples on the water now in Cambridge on the FH Fur cameras. The winds are picking up. It's a cold morning. Temperatures in the 30s, and we're looking at a cold and dry Valentine's Day. Short-lived, though. More rain into the weekend. A yellow alert Sunday. It's going to be warm, windy, and rainy. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Coast TV News can be heard on Big 107.7.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
On August 1st of 1924, my great-grandfather, Samuel E. Shockley, met in Willards with a small group of men to determine the advisability of opening a bank in Willards, Maryland.
Put yourself in their shoes. A train comes through town, there's horses and buggies, and the only way that they could allocate capital through this area of Wicomico County was to build a bank. It's an audacious goal.
They wanted to build a bank that could be used by the common man. So they met in the summer of 1924, and then by January they were ready to open the doors of the bank.
It's really rewarding to hear the stories of a customer who comes in and says, you know, your grandfather gave me my first loan.
Banking will always be about people. It will not be about machines, computers, cell phones. So as we move forward into the future of the Farmers Bank of Willards, we always have to remember that people come first.
The weather is brought to you by Royal Plus. In disaster's wake, there's only one call to make.
When you have damage caused by frozen or burst pipes, getting help fast is crucial. Royal Plus offers immediate and professional cleanup services if you should suffer damage from frozen pipes. Our water extraction and restoration repair technicians are experts at restoring any structure, location, or property type, and are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to respond to your water emergency. In disaster's wake, there's one call to make. Royal Plus. Find us at royalplus.com. We bring calm to the chaos.
The time is now 6:47, and we are taking a live look outside at Lewis. Bob, Lewis may be a popular place this evening for people to go out to dinner. I know you're going to tell us about that dinner forecast, so I think everyone wants to know, what should they wear? How should they prepare to walk outside?
I know, Valentine's Day, sometimes it can be a stressful holiday depending on your situation. But this evening, you'll definitely want to dress for colder weather. I do want to extend a Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day to my forever Valentine, my beautiful wife, Susan. We'll be going out to dinner tomorrow evening, probably a little rainy then, but for this evening on the menu is clear skies and cold conditions, temperatures in the 30s, maybe a candlelight dinner with a single rose there. Kind of romantic, but yeah, you're going to want to snuggle up because it's going to be pretty cold as we go through the day and into the evening hours, and it's cold out there right now. 31 in Delmar, 31 in Georgetown, Ocean Pines, 31, 33 in Rehoboth. Redden 32, and we've got a bit of a northwesterly breeze that's gusting up to about, 10 to 15 miles per hour at times. So it feels like 26 in Delmar, 27 in Seaford. So bundle up the kids and yourselves out the door. And it feels like 20s at the beaches. At least it's dry. Good visibility. The roads are dry for the most part. Maybe a few little slick spots from yesterday's melting snow, but we're looking at cold high pressure for today. A little bit of lake effect snow up to the north, but we're watching our next system now moving into California. and then that will be bringing us rain and wind later Saturday into Sunday. But we're in good shape today. It's just cold. Temperatures still below freezing around 7 a.m., and then we're at freezing mid-morning. A breeze this morning knocking down those wind chills. Actual temperatures mid to upper 30s into the afternoon, around 38 in Millsboro and Delmar and Salisbury, and cold 30s at the beaches. Once again, heading out for your Valentine's Day dinner, cold with temperatures falling through the 30s. We'll see clouds increasing through the overnight hours, and by Saturday morning, mainly cloudy, temperatures in the 30s. Then we're warming into the low 40s later in the morning. I think it's warm enough for all rain at the onset of this precipitation that builds in probably after 2 o'clock tomorrow. That rain gets steady into the evening hours, kind of a washout with temperatures in the low 40s, and the yellow indicating some heavier rain as we go into Saturday night, and mild temperatures into the 40s. Look at this, by Sunday morning, we're into the mid 40s, and I think we're into the 60s later in the day with a strong southerly wind. But we've got the rain that's coming down, heavy at times, and maybe a rumble of thunder into the afternoon hours. It's going to be kind of a wild day, not severe, but definitely windy, and it will be rainy as well, and then much colder into next week. And can you believe it? We could be talking about another snowstorm for Thursday. We're still several days out, depends on the track, but we're looking at a lot of rain as we go into Sunday. We're looking at 1.5 inches, maybe up to 2 inches in places, and strong winds, 35, 40 miles per hour on Sunday. Make sure you secure those outdoor items. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. We're good for Valentine's Day. Lots of sunshine, 39. Rain builds in later Saturday, 45. Yellow alert Sunday for the heavy rain, strong winds, 63 degrees. And then those temperatures crash on Monday, 39, and then even turning colder through the week. Lows in the teens and 20s, and watching out for that threat for snow by Thursday and a high of 33.
Thank you, Bob. Looking ahead, DenRec is set to host a 2-day training event in March to introduce people to living shorelines and how to implement them along the coast. If you didn't know, living shorelines use natural materials like oyster shells and native plants to prevent erosion and flooding. This event will be held in Lewis on March 25th and 26th and feature hands-on activities led by experts. And new this morning, people can learn more about grants available through the Maryland Department of Transportation. The agency says the State Highway Administration will hold public workshops to discuss grant opportunities for bicycle and pedestrian access, rail safety, tree planting, and more. And these workshops aim to help nonprofits, community groups, local governments, and other agencies. On the Eastern Shore, a meeting will take place on February 25th at the Greater Salisbury Committee office at 10 a.m. And weeks after the decision to close the center ice rink in Harrington, efforts are ramping up to find both temporary and permanent solutions. Momentum is building for the proposed Dover Civic Arena in Shute Park. Plus, there are discussions about a temporary facility in the same park until a full brick and mortar building is done. Though the Delaware State Fair's decision to shut down is final, the manager of the State Fair says they still want to do what they can to help skaters and local teams.
We've made our staff accessible to them to help with any planning and decision making. So once again, anything we can do here at the fair to assist with the transition, we certainly want to help out.
The State Fair Board says it will be providing Zambonis, dashboards, and rental skates to support future plans as they take shape. And the time is now 6:52, so we are going to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day. And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. On your screen right now is Tempest. Tempest is a senior boy who loves to be up high. He loves his food, and he loves to be food motivated. And if you feel tempted to adopt Tempest or any other lovable pet, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA. And of course, we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them special. You can take a look at your screen, scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News, and then watch from weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
Tempest, kind of a weather-related name with a cute cat. We're looking at cold conditions this morning. Spicer Brothers Camp 32 right now in Salisbury. A dry and colder start to our Valentine's Day. It's going to be a cold and sunny day. The dry weather's short-lived. More rain for the weekend. It's going to be windy and rainy on Sunday, then cold next week, and maybe another round of snow later next week. The winter that won't end. Our 10-day forecast is coming up next.
Is your garage door in need of an upgrade or a repair? Then Clark & Sons Garage Doors can help. We believe your garage door should be more than just functional. It should be a reflection of your personality and style. With over 60 years serving the entire Delmarva Peninsula, Clark & Sons delivers quality craftsmanship and exceptional service every time. We provide free estimates on new garage doors. Plus, we offer comprehensive maintenance services to ensure your garage door stays in perfect working condition. So call today and discover why Clark & Sons is the name you can trust.
The 9th Annual Ocean City Film Festival is March 6th through the 9th. Enjoy 100 independent films and party with the stars. Help us welcome 2 local award-winning filmmakers, John Chester and Erica Messer. They'll be on stage at the OC Performing Arts Center commentating on their film, The Biggest Little Fawn. Tickets start at just $20. Make it a weekend and stay at the beach starting at only $59 per night. Get your passes at OCMDFilmFestival.com. Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th Annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th Annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck hand vac for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com now.
It is 6:55, and here are the things you need to know before you go. The Philadelphia Eagles will celebrate their Super Bowl win today. As you can see right here, preparations have been underway all week to bring the birds through the city. The parade starts at 10 a.m. on Broad Street and will travel all the way to the final stop at the Art Museum. And DelDOT is announcing lane closures related to the ongoing Millsboro Bypass project. The agency says starting Monday, February 17th, there will be nighttime lane closures on Route 113 near Oak Avenue. Those closures will take place between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. for the installation of underground pipes, and the closures are expected to finish on February 28th. And the Maryland Freedom Caucus has a new campaign called Lower Energy Bills Now, targeting soaring Delmarva Power electric bills. The caucus believes green energy mandates are a part of the reason for these rate hikes, and this as the Delaware State Senate Energy, Environment, and Transportation Committee is holding a hearing today about the issue. And it is now 6:56. We're going to take a quick look at your forecast before you head out and make your final Valentine's Day plans for tonight, Bob. I know it's going to be cold, though.
Yeah, maybe you're grabbing that dozen of roses out the door. I don't know how expensive they are nowadays, but probably not too cheap. We're looking at cold conditions. Lower 30s early on, and we're only topping out in the upper 30s with a breeze with lots of sunshine. And for your Valentine today, yeah, 39 degrees. And if you're headed out to dinner, we're looking at temperatures in the lower 30s. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 45 Saturday, heavier rain into Sunday, windy 63, a yellow alert for heavy rain, then really cold into next week. Winter's back and looks like another threat for snow as we go into Thursday, and then cold and dry into the weekend.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Today. The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m. Then we'll be back for Coast TV Midday at 11. And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News apps. Have a great day.